Hey, my loves, welcome back to our secret love nest here on the internet. Taurus, TT is calling with another message. Thank you for all the love and support and flowers that I've been receiving in the comments, Taurus. I truly appreciate each and every single one of you. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into today's channel message. I got some oracles. We're going to be pulling some tarot. And if we have time, we'll see what's manifesting energetically, okay? This season, okay, the download that I got, Taurus, was this season is all about grounding. Groundhog Day could be significant. I heard Groundhog Day. Doesn't have to be, but I'm just going to tell you the stuff that I'm hearing. So take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay. Hold on, let me get this out the way. My cord is really long and it's getting tangled in my decks of cards. All right, so I'm gonna try to be very gentle so I don't snag the cord and the volume doesn't trip out. Okay, trip out. So y'all know my mind can typically tend to wander. But yeah, I was seeing Groundhog Day. Something about grounding a manifestation into fruition. And being able to hold that focus long enough, because I'm seeing support. All right, so I saw a vine, a plant. The vision that I had was a plant that was kind of like wilting, and instead of getting rid of the plant, I'm seeing a stent. I think they call it a stent, where you kind of wrap a stent around the stem of the leaves to prop the vines up, and as you work on the soil and the ground, life will be regenerated into this plant. Now, I see this as a symbolic thing as well, where there may be something that has been wilting away, some type of manifestation, dream, right? It feels like you were given a dream, you had an idea, and along the way, weathering all the storms, it's like it's dried out. The plant is wilting. Something that you planted is wilting, but you are about to regenerate it, bring it back to life, and trusting that all of your efforts will one day help this plant reconnect back to the rest of the vines, the rest of the, I don't know the terminologies for these things, but y'all get my drift, right? Let me know if y'all understand what I'm talking about. Taurus, so you are standing on business. That's what I'm gathering from this vision that I received. You're determined to get back up. All right. I saw Muhammad Ali, right? I'm seeing someone in the ring, so it could be a boxer, but I'm seeing a scene out of a movie when it's like a knockout, something was supposed to knock you out, take you down, and you hit the ground, right? In this image I'm having, you hit the ground and they're counting, 1, 2. They're giving you the countdown if they go forwards or backwards, but I think they're giving you this countdown. And right when you're about to be tapped out, like you're finished, you get back up. And you get back up even though you took all those hits, even though it looks like you're finished, even though it looks like you're exhausted, you're really channeling that resilience that is Taurus energy. Okay. So whatever was trying to keep you caged, whatever was trying to hold you down, you're determined that this bird will sing regardless. All right. As I was channeling that message, there was a bird that I have never seen before on my balcony. And it wasn't a cardinal, but like I see a lot of like birds that come to the balcony, but I never saw one of them like have like red. So the color red could be significant. but like it wasn't a cardinal. I know cardinals, okay, but it was it just had like color. It was colorful, and this bird sang the loudest, like I have ever heard any of the birds sing on my balcony, especially when they fly. So I took that as a confirmation that the way you sing, your voice is about to be louder. It's about to be raised. I'm hearing amplified. You'll turn me up. The speaker's about to be loud. Okay, I'm trying not to get too excited ahead of myself. You know, I got a little bit of ADHD. So I get distracted a lot. But it's okay. So these forces may be able to dictate and dominate a certain industry, a system, or whatever. Whatever has this dominated energy, whatever is reluctant to respect your boundaries, whatever is reluctant to give you the respect that you know you deserve, those forces may be able to dictate in those industries, but you won't be one more person that they get to control. You won't be one more person on that list of people that are imposters, sellouts, etc., etc. You get my drift? So even though you got to go alone in a particular situation, even though you have to walk this path by yourself, the message for you is very clear. Accepting that you always have the control. I'm going to say that again. Accepting that you always have the control. And it's always been in your power to do what you please. Your only job is to do what you please. Not to please everyone else, not to fix everyone. So it's like no matter what happens, you walking away, you'll be left with this feeling of relief. It's like, I can let go of the burden. There's something about the 10 of Wands energy, the burden of having to be everything and be all for everyone, okay? When you do it because when you use your control issues and your stubborn energy to, it's not even an issue. When you use your controlling personality traits or your stubborn personality traits and you channel it in a direction where you are concrete in the foundation that you're laying, because you're being concrete in you. So your concrete ability, every brick that you lay down will be just as solid as you, and it will be just as unmovable, as indestructible, right? And it's better to lay bricks of that are not able to be destructed than to, take the quick route or take the easier route or try to lay down like, oh, instead of using real concrete, we're going to use shellac or some shit. I'm seeing all types of nail technicians. You could be a nail technician. I saw boxers. Okay, I'm seeing movie connoisseurs. I'm seeing reviewers. I'm seeing so many people in so many different professions. And it's like, for a moment, Spirit is giving me like a glimpse into all of the different areas of life where you exist. Your energy is present, right? That Taurian energy is alive. And many of you may be feeling very much the same way during this time. I was watching, who was it? I saw something on, I think it was TikTok. It was Lizzo. And she had posted something. This is the first time I've seen her actually be vocal about it. But she posted something on her video that she was playing. And I think she was, because she's a singer, right? And she has an image. And she's been rapping, I guess. And so she posted it like something saying on her caption, "My label won't let me release this." And so she did it anyway. And that's kind of the same vibe that I'm getting here. And she's also a Taurus, if I'm not mistaken. But this decision to do something regardless if it's a hit or a miss, it's the relief that I did it anyway. So if I am to suffer the consequences, I'll know why I'm suffering the consequences. I'll feel confident in the consequences that I have to receive based off of my choice. So there's no better time to be stubborn and to be fixed than to be fixed about who you are, what you want to do, and the dream that you have. So your choice to lean into yourself instead of trying to fit in is like your liberty. That set you free. That broke the chain. And so your remedy was always like right in front of you. And the key or the answer to it was in the very traits that are disliked about you. You know what I'm saying? The very traits that are considered unyielding and can't work with that part of you, Taurus, is also your saving grace. Right? Because the only right choice is the one you can sleep peacefully knowing that you made. They don't have to like it, but they will respect it. They will learn to respect it. Okay, I heard yippee. So somebody is going to be really like annoyed with you. It's like, woohoo. So you have a very condescending, opposing force. Not even around you, but around you. Like, I don't feel like this energy is physically around you, but it is always like this negative voice. Okay, I'm seeing it's like a projection. You know what I'm saying? Not anxiety. I think it's maybe it is anxiety or depression. Okay, it really can manifest like a little imp. Like a little impish manifestation, like an attachment to you. It's crazy because how I saw it was like when someone has a child. I hope I'm recording. I can't even see. Okay, I think I am. Like when someone has like a child that doesn't grow all the way, but then it still grows with you for so many years, and it's like a fetus attached to your hip or or somewhere in your body. So women have that sometimes. And so whether you're male or woman doesn't matter, but that's what I'm seeing here. Like something has been living with you, like an appendage, It could be depression. It could be how those things manifest into its own shadow and its own voice. And it's an attachment. Now that attachment could be to protect you. That attachment could have served a purpose. But in this season of your life, in grounding season of your life, you don't need it anymore. It's time to cut the appendage, okay? Wherever it came from, however it manifested, it served its purpose. Okay, so there's something about 3 significant people. That are going to adore you and appreciate you. Now, these can be friends or colleagues. You see, the back and forth is over. Wondering what's the right, checking your intentions. I feel like something kept causing you to go in and check your own intentions, so you could sort out the negative thoughts in your head or the negative thoughts around you, and you needed to constantly go back and forth. So you were like teetering, and that's over. Like, am I doing the right thing? Is this the right thing to do? Something was causing you to doubt yourself. Okay. Well, one thing I can tell you for sure, regardless of whatever happens, certain friends that you once had and certain people that were once colleagues, associates, or whatever, they are not going to be coming with you. Now, what Spirit is showing me is that those people are going to be individually plucked out of your life. So it's not like a whole collective. It's not like a whole group of people. It's giving me individuals, bad seeds, bad apples, fake love, people that are not on your sacred path, or people that wanted you to get off your sacred path. There's some type of sacred path that you have with Spirit, and it seems as if to be a part of like a certain group, a clique, establishment, they wanted you to sacrifice a part of your spiritual process, maybe indoctrinate into something. Otherwise, they won't be able to be friends with you. They won't be able to support you if you don't get like initiated, or if you don't join something. And I think it also made it aware. You also became aware. A part of that initiation, you had to become aware that in this industry, in this field, whatever, in this community, there were other people that were just like you. So, blackbird singing in the dead of night, take my broken wings and learn to fly. And so it's getting you to dishonor every bird before you didn't feel right. In order to be accepted somewhere, you had to cut ties with everything you knew, or everything that you thought about, what you've been grounded in, your principles, your values, what you stand for, your beliefs, right? Because the example that I'm getting, and this doesn't have to be anything related to this specifically, but I'm just going to tell you the first example that came to my mind. It was an example where you grew up like you grew up on spirituality, rituals, and stuff like that, and then you rise in a corporate field, and then they tell you that you have to cut your dreadlocks, right? Or you have to shave, or you have to cover up something that was tribal to you or traditional to you, or you have to clean up your accent. This could be as well like changing your accent. It just feels like subtle changes. That's where they started, and then over time they started to work their way down to your core principles and your core values. And that's one thing that you just won't go for. And it's like, okay, you can take the color, you can take this, you can take that, but at some point, you've taken it too far. Like, you've gone too far. But it took hitting that rock bottom. It took you having to see how the worst that someone could do, the worst it could get, for you to be certain. And there's nothing wrong with that. I don't think that was a mistake. I feel like you were meant to experience that as well. So you know for sure. And so in this next season, Taurus is also good for, bringing people that don't deserve to be going with them into their new realities. It's almost like people that have betrayed them or enemies. Taurus energy never really truly cuts them off. Like, they will cut them off, but Taurus energy is always this no man left behind. And in a lot of ways, it's like you always believe that just like you know how to regenerate yourself, and you know how to repurpose your life experiences, you also have this type of conviction about you, Taurus, that knows that other people could too as well. And that's why I feel like Because the people that be betraying you, or like the people that slight you, it's typically coming from people that you either once helped or loved. You know? And they never miss you until you're gone. In the meantime, it's like, I can't stand you. Leave me alone, Taurus. You're so controlling. You're so this. But if you listen to your mother, y'all know how it is. Y'all know how it is. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm not tripping. I done hit the wood, y'all. I heard knock on wood. So something about a jinx could be significant. There could have been like a threat where it's like, okay, if you don't make the right choice, like they could have gave you a choice, but really there was only one choice. And then here you are thinking that you had a choice. Taurus. And this was like, the fact that you actually thought you had a choice, Taurus, was wild. And it's like, yeah, you told me to think it over. Don't think so fast, or don't answer so fast. And the fact that you went through your whole process of discernment, it really ruffled some fucking feathers. And then here your ass come back. And so they jumped the gun and they got scared, and they was like, okay, I already know you're going to lean to a no. So let me start doing a little shady shit. Let me start doing stuff and hiding my hand to try to coerce you to do it anyway. And you saw that shit coming too. And I feel like you just didn't ask about it. You just let people rope themselves. You let them do their worst. And had they been patient and let you figure it out yourself, they wouldn't have conjured up the chaos to make you see them in a different light. And so yeah, it's like, yeah, you know, you won't get this, you can't have this, or something like that. We won't be friends, we won't be doing business, we won't be anything, because you started to realize, like, there was a false sense of protection. These could have been people as well that was trying to get you to believe that they could protect you under their label, under their establishment, under their community. And really, all they were doing was jinxing you. So these would be the type of groups that they do like I heard Russian roulette. Okay, they do like there is no real such thing as loyalty, just checks and balances. And so at some point, the very people that you're sitting there smiling with, you're randomly chosen. Like, you're randomly chosen to be exiled in whatever capacity exiled means for you. And it's like, huh? And then you're like, that's not something that's happening by cosmic forces. That's literally like people playing God, you know, and trying to keep their numbers and keep their supporters and keep their communities and their groups and their societies. And a way to make sure they keep those checks and balances in check, what do? It's like, okay, we've decided that you are going to be the person that goes through a pitfall. Someone has to be sacrificed. So it's like random sacrifices, but it's done in a politically astute way. That's what I heard. Look at the bird. Look at the bird. Oh my God, the bird is back. I don't even know what to call that bird. And so, yeah, that's why I heard knock on wood, because it's like hoping that the gun doesn't go off, hoping that the bang doesn't happen, hoping that you aren't picked. And I'm hearing that some of it is even rigged as well. But you had to wiggle your big toe in something, and you had to see for yourself. But you took too long to make a decision. And so this is the recovery is saying you'll never make it in this industry. You'll never make it in this town. You're never going to be a part of this community. You're shut out for all eternity. I was like, that's okay. It's like, that's okay. I'll be happy with what I have. You're happy with what you have. Six of Swords in reverse. You're going to go back to your small town and your small city and your small environment or whatever the fuck you have where it's peaceful. And yes, maybe those people can be shady as fuck. Maybe those people can be a lot of things, but those people. That's what I'm seeing here. It's giving me that energy. Through and through what they're capable of. So you don't take shit personal anymore. Nor do you try to save other people. You're just existing. It's like it's like you were sent back to your district or something. And you're just going to settle down in your little district or whatever and live your life. Okay? Many of you are artists, you're creatives, and I see you guys being able to date, live your life. Nobody from your past. I don't see it being anyone like that, but I do see it being someone that really makes you feel special. You have a great time. You go and socialize in social gatherings and stuff like that. But this time around, you're very private about your connection or the status of your connection. You're really private about that. Yeah, those are the vines. You're tending to your plants. You're tending to what you created. And you have no desire to compete with people. Just going off and making it to the Emerald City, and then you realize it ain't shit. It ain't cracked up what it is or what it's cracked up to be. And then you get to just let the world think that you failed and that you were conquered and that you were destroyed, because everyone likes an enemy. And if you are the villain, if you are the enemy, it's you go back and no one knows you, no one bothers you, you're at peace just the way you like it. Now, things is going to get a little funky, right? When I feel like somebody is going to realize the competition is going to start when someone realizes that you have the comfort of your peace at home in your solitude and that you're dating someone. When your love life picks up, that's when shit gets interesting. That's when shit gets complicated. For some of you, it is someone that you've already invested in. Because what I'm getting is you choose the least popular path, and someone else or other people that chose the popular path, those people then become envious and jealous that you're at more peace than they are. But they can't get out of that popular lifestyle, even though they want to. They can't go back and change it. And so it's silent envy, adversity. It's silently killing them, but based off of their oath and what they've been initiated to, they can't admit to it. But you can see the pain in their eyes. Interesting. So you know what this is here. This is like someone abusing their power. There's some type of authority figure that wants to abuse their power by making sure, like, this is, I'm mad that you decline. Someone's mad that you decline making peace with them or moving forward with them. And that authority figure, or whoever had that type of authority figure, if you it's like, I'm going to make sure that any person that ever tries to make it out of your district, or any person that ever tries to make it out of your circumstances, that they suffer for all eternity. And I'm going to put that bid as, it's because of Taurus, every other person has to suffer. Some of y'all is love. Others of you guys, it's an authority figure with family. Others of you, it's with authority figure at work. But either way, everyone is going through the same thing in different ways, in different contexts. And so that abandonment, that whoever is abusing their power and their authority, they're going to feel like you're not bothered by it because you have a more peaceful life. And that's exactly what you wanted anyway. So you come out on top regardless. I don't know. I keep hearing this Groundhog Day. I need to look that up. I'll let y'all do it. Let me know what Groundhog Day means, because I don't know. You're going to look back in the next year from now and you're going to be so happy that you ignored your insecure thoughts, your worries, and your fears, and that you reached out, you communicated, and you did something regardless. But you're going to look back, not in a condescending way, but you're going to be like, I'm so thankful that that part of me was willing to go back and forth until they figured it out. That part of me was willing to fail, but get back up again, willing to put in the hard work. You're really going to be proud of your past self. Oh, some of you guys, you're going to be dating a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I'm seeing Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They don't have to be those signs, but it's telling me an emotionally intelligent person with someone that's very grounded and stable in who they are. I got the 10 of Cups. This is your year. This is your year. The next 10 months is beautiful. And there's a lot that is being withheld because it had to wait until this moment. Like, Spirit needed to keep something, like, you couldn't even know something about this connection, about your partnership. A lot of y'all are getting your true love and future spouse, a lifetime partner. It was only delayed, never denied. You hear what I'm saying? It was only delayed, never denied. This blessing is still yours. Let's get some closing messages. Closing messages for Taurus. So we have 45. I realize now how foolish I was to treat you as a mere distraction. Our connection deserved more respect, but I let myself and others treat it as insignificant. Ooh. So this is an epiphany. Something by Christmas. Some type of peace will be made by Christmas. I heard you can bet your bottom dollar. Some type of Agnes, some type of, I don't know, Agnes Everdeen or something. Some type of act of kindness is going to happen by Christmas. And someone that was playing it small with you is going to make a grand gesture, take it up a notch. There's a connection by Christmas of some year that's going to be taken to the next level. Like a breakthrough, an epiphany, a breakthrough. Someone's taking charge. All right, that's what I got for you guys. Taurus, I love you as always. I have enjoyed our quality time together, and I look forward to seeing you back. Bye.